Hey, hey, hey. What is going on? Back. Been a minute. Been, I don't know, a few days for sure. Um, been busy working. So decided that maybe, since I'm off again for a few days, I should get back on stream. Um, yeah, it's just, it's been a crazy week and a half at work. I had a couple days off between trips. Those days were crazy busy, so didn't really have a whole lot of time to get on stream. Of other things I had to take care of, so we are. Get back into this. Oh, let's get everything set back up. We'll jump into some multiplayer, see what's out there. I feel like I haven't done this in forever. It's only been like, I don't know, 10-ish days. Cosmic King. Hey, welcome to the stream. Get you dropping by. Yeah, it has definitely been a minute since I've been on stream. But we'll get back into it. Have some fun. Get some Apache flying in. So let's see what we got here today. Oh, what happened to Gray Flag? I don't see Gray Flag at all. Man, I'm gonna have to go back into that and go back into their Discord and look around and see if I can find it. Maybe. Let's see. VTOL VR. I have not. Look it up, huh? Sounds like it could be interesting. The Bell Invictus looks a lot like the Bell Invictus looks a lot like the Comanche, but favorite those. These things a little bit easier to find. All right, and now let's see. Are they busy? Syria's not too bad. Great Flag Persian Gulf's kind of empty. Okay. Yeah, I'll definitely check that out. VTOL VR. All right, let's go jump into Great Flag Syria. Check it out. See how that works out today. There's lots of fast movers for air cover, so hopefully they didn't change the password. No, I guess not. Good. All right. That's my visuals here. While it loads up, it takes a minute. But yeah, I've been flying all over the place. Let's see. Definite graphics downgrade. Oh, that's cool. I'll have to try that. Yeah, having the oh, having the graphics that DCS does, it's pretty awesome, right? But you know, I'm willing to check out other things. Been messing around a little bit with Arma. I haven't messed around with any of the aircraft yet, but messing around with Arma a little bit. And you know, of course, I'm a closet Call of Duty, and not really closet, but I'm a Call of Duty junkie, so you know, jump in that a lot. I haven't recently though. It's just these last 2 work trips have just really worn me out, I guess. This is taking a few minutes to load. I think it's because I cleared all the shaders out and everything, but that's all right. We'll get in there in just a minute. It looks like we're just about there. There we go. All right, let me put the headset back. Oh, it's nighttime? No wonder there's nobody in here. To fly at night. Yes. Places have I been flying to? My most recent trip, not as busy. You would expect a 3-day trip to be, but went down to San Salvador first day. Spent the night there. No interesting approaches. Just we did hit a bird going into San Salvador. It's kind of funny. I think it was a bird. You know, it may have been a bat, quite honestly, but yeah, it was about 5 hours down there. And then where else did we go? We went back to Houston the next day. And then after Houston, they jerked us around because Houston was just in meltdown mode. Weather and storms and whatnot. So we ended up actually I ended up spending the night there in Houston, and then the next day, which was yesterday, flew back to Denver, and then got home late last night. Gonna do an expedited start on this because I don't feel like the whole thing. Get the APU running here. Can barely see this other stuff, but get the screens on. We'll get some lights on. All right, let's go ahead and adjust everything for nighttime, since it's nighttime. Floods here. It's better. Brightness. Probably gonna adjust them as I get more adapted to nighttime. That guy on, volume up. Alright, so start. Start over here. Grayscale. I got 10 bars. I'm not really worried about it. So we'll move on to the bore sight. My head's head in the right position here. This is hard to do since they took the actual bore sight switch away. 6 to 8 month long thing on stream. 3-hour hops at a time. Wow. All around the outside of... it's cool. Transatlantic, yeah. I have done... I didn't say I've done, because I didn't actually do it. I got to plan and almost execute a transatlantic flight in a citation. I say almost because we got stuck in Canada. Because our weather, we were going to hop up to Greenland and then down to Keflavik, Iceland. And the weather in Keflavik was not conducive to that. So we weren't able to actually do it. But I planned it. Exciting. Alright, let's see here. Gun. First 10. Missile. Let's set this up. Code. Romeo. Channel 1 will be Romeo. 2, we'll just leave the rest of those alone. Rockets. Pairs. And select 6PD. And I think that's good for the weapon. You know, I'll leave it in the nav phase, I guess. Get everything showing. Let's see how the frames are doing. I changed some settings. Not terrible. Threats. Yeah, I mean all the screens are on, so that's not too bad. Friendly, enemy, plane. So let's see. Start in Charlotte, all around the world. 3-hour hops in the Vision Jet. Thing is just so small. Like, I don't know. I haven't ever been in one, but like, I thought a citation was small. That just seems really small. Let's see. I think that's good on the TSD page for now. I'm gonna throw it up over here on the. Oh, looks like we're aligned already. Wow, that was fast. Okay. Freeze or reset those. I'm not worried about the flight. Change the radio frequency. Manual. Come on. Four. There we go. Actually did the hop across select. Bombardier channel. Yeah. Makes it a lot easier to make so many stops. Yeah, so there's the Lima model, the RF Hellfires, which would be cool when that happens. And the also put out a video, I think it was yesterday, about the laser spot tracker. So I think that'll be cool when that actually about. You know, I went through all this and I did not see where the actual action is, so let's see. Here yacht. which is way down here. And the action is up here in Damascus. Oh, it's not too bad. We'll just fly west, or I'm sorry, east until we find some stuff. A lot of stuff going on up here, but that's a little far. We'll come over here, take a look. Is that? Yeah, about a 070. Fire millimeter wave, is that what you're talking about? Yeah, that I mean that's what they have. They've got their own millimeter wave radar and seeker head where the laser seeker head would normally be on a laser Hellfire. All right. Yeah. Let's see what this does. I haven't really messed with this very much. Color band. The aircraft. I want to reference the aircraft. It's kind of cool. Contours, 5. Now let's do 100. FD. All right. Try that. Let's see how that works out. Yeah. Millimeter wave. That's what it is. Yeah, it's, you know, in real life, they're not the best. I don't know how they're going to model that. But because, you know, if they don't have the target data, even when they do have the target data, they've been known to just launch and, oh, what is it? When you launch an AMRAAM, just have it go. Bulldog. Yeah, they just kind of do that sometimes. So, you know, it is what it is, right? All right, well, here we are. Yeah, you know, it's sometimes, I don't know, hopefully it's, hopefully it works a little better in DCS than it did initially. And quite honestly, I don't know how they work now. It's been 18 years. In fact, my last flight was in an Apache was 18 years this month. So, you know, they could have made improvements. Will the longbow help with that at all? Yeah, so the longbow, the FCR helps in getting the data transferred to the missile. So I don't know if that really is going to change much. Because, like, when you laze a target and it transfers that data to the missile, I mean, it's getting the same data. It's getting GPS grid information. I think it's also getting a target type. I'm not sure. Now we can see what's out here. Trying to go to a single missile to replace laser and radar guided Hellfires. Yes. I forget what they're calling it. Joint air ground something. But yeah, something like that. Yeah, so I started both engines at the same time, which is a big no-no, but this is DCS, right? So, I think it's like joint air ground something. I don't know. Yeah, it's really bright. I'm gonna turn that way down. Alright, and so this is, you know, in real life too, you're gonna constantly, maybe that's it. You're gonna be constantly adjusting your lights. Constantly adjusting your lights throughout the flight, so working on it. Okay, it's still really bright. That's the flood. It's better. Because you don't want it to, like, draw your eye towards the screens. Joint air-ground missile. Yeah. Yeah, that actually makes sense, right? Joint air-ground missile. Alright. We're gonna make a left turn out of here. Get to see me fly. Man, I don't think I've flown in Night System on stream, so this is gonna be fun. You really rely on your symbology a lot more. Yeah, I think so. I think it was developed by the Army and the Navy. I'm sure the Air Force is involved too. Alright, let's see if I can do this without crashing. Oh, shoot. Got the APU. Alright. This thing gets all bright. Engine page pops up. Like, hey, dummy, what are you doing? You forgot the APU. Alright, let's see if I can do this without crashing. It's been a minute. Drift. Don't fall. Here we go. No. Yeah. I haven't crashed yet, so let's go. Turning left. Oh, too far. We're going heading 070. Or that general direction, anyway. We're in here. Yeah, that'll work. Other frames. Almost 40. That's not terrible. Alright, let's trim it out. Little, attitude, altitude. Alright, now I can read the chat. Tips for staying sneaky. No, not really. I mean, you know, if you're trying to unmask behind a line of trees and just unmask the radar, you know, stationary, you would have the radar doing a sweep till, you know, and you wouldn't get any sort of returns, or maybe it's clutter or something like that, until the site actually can see. And then, you know, then you would know that by seeing the returns, and then you'd mark altitude and stop your climb there. I guess kind of similar if you're moving, but it's a little bit more challenging, I guess. let's trim it out. Little attitude, little altitude. Yeah, just, you know, when you start getting those returns, take a look and see what your radar altitude is. And stop your climb there. And that'll help. We'll come up this way. Give us about a 070 track. Shh. Let's turn off the altitude hold. Let's get George up. So he's ready to go.
Pausing how far?
I mean, we got 35 miles, so even get close to the engagement area. So we got a little ways to go. Hopefully I don't crash between here and there. Because night system flying is fun. It's challenging, and it's not really any less difficult in DCS, especially if you only have it in front of one eye. Like, I only have it in the right eye, so hopefully you can see it on stream. Yeah. That would really suck if you couldn't, because you'd just be staring at blackness. I'm guessing that's why there's nobody in the servers, because it's dark. It's scary to fly at night, right? Alright, we'll just keep working our way up here. Yeah, so San Salvador. Next day, went to Houston. They changed my schedule like a total of 9 times. But ended up spending the night in Houston. And then flew to Denver yesterday morning. And then deadheaded home last night. So I got home at like, I think we landed about 12:45. So by the time I got home, it was like 2 o'clock in the morning. Uh-oh. Oh, what's going on here? Yeah, I mean, the Apache does its business best at night, because nobody can see it, right? And it's fun. It's just, it's challenging, it takes practice, and it's really easy to lose proficiency. So if you're not practicing a lot, if you don't have a lot of experience doing it, you know, and the only way to get experience is to actually do it, right? And I notice that as I talk, you know, it moves the whole screen, so I apologize for that, but it's just the way the headset fits on my face. Hey, we got a bot. Welcome, bot. I want to offer promotion of my channel. Ooh. Yeah, I believe it. I believe it, because, you know, I don't know. I've never landed a fighter on a pitching carrier deck in rough seas. You know, I've never done that. I have landed an Apache under night system in the desert in brownout conditions, and I will say that the pucker factor is real. You know, I don't know what's harder, but neither one of them are easy, I would imagine. And there's so many things that can go wrong in a brownout condition. So, just like I'm sure so many things that can go wrong. While trying to land on a carrier at night. Rough seas, instrument conditions, yeah. Oh. Get it. No. There are units that do deck qualifications. I was never in a unit that did. I think like when I left the unit while we were deployed and came back to the States, and I think maybe sometime after I left, I started doing some work with the Navy and doing some deck quals, but I never did any.
Aircraft's armed.
I have tried landing this thing on the boat. You know, it works. It's some of those boats are really tight. There's not a lot of room for error. And doing it under night system, I don't know if I'd try that. It's
Slaving. Deslaving.
that could be catastrophic. Change my acquisition source. So I can see where George is looking. Alright, we're pretty high. I'm gonna get back down on the deck here. Yeah, definitely try it. Practice. Practice makes perfect, right?
I'm deslaved.
If you don't practice, you know, you're gonna crash. It's just, you know, how it is. If you've never done it before, you'll probably end up crashing, and that's okay. Reset, try it again.
And slaving.
Alright, 250 feet, 120 knots. We're going generally in the right direction, I think. I'm going to get it trimmed out, hold modes on, and we'll take a look at the map. There we are. Alright, we're getting there. About 18-ish miles to go on 070 track. We're getting there. We're not going to see anything this far out. Ventriloquist. Definitely not one of those.
Slaving.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember the trip before that I had last week. Oh yeah, I know what it was. So, the first day I had basically it's airport standby. Oh jeez, where are we going? Calm down. Yeah, so the first day I had airport standby. They didn't use me, so came home. Then on the way home, they called me and said, hey, we got a 2-day trip for you tomorrow. Go to Fort Lauderdale. So spend a night in Fort Lauderdale. And then, Came home the next day, and then the fourth day I had airport standby again. Fort Lauderdale's a nice overnight. It's like right on the beach, but it was hot. It was like 90 degrees down there. Yeah, and then that last day I had a field standby, and they did not use me, I don't think. No, they did not. So, I've been flying a ton, although I'm on pace. If they use me the same amount, I'm on pace to break my minimum guarantee, so I guess that's a good
Slaving.
thing.
Deslaving. And slaving. I'm deslaved. And slave. I'm deslaved.
Welcome back.
Slaving.
Alright, not seeing anything out here. Just cruising along. We'll turn on the hold modes for now. Just kind of sit back and relax. Just my headset here. Cat's trying to get out of the room. They come in here and they sleep in my office. What am I flying currently? Like for my job, the 737. Capture zone occupied by. It's not occupied by any forces. Okay. I don't know where the capture zone is. I should really look at the instructions for gray flag. Yeah. It's the 737 is a very complicated airplane. Like I don't know, the systems on it, it's antiquated, right? I mean, things that most airplanes do automatically now you still have to do, like I don't know, bleed air and air conditioning packs. That's all manually controlled. Hydraulic pumps, you know, they should automatically turn on during engine start. More complex airplanes, or I should say more complex, I should say newer. But Boeing and the powers that be just don't want to create an airplane that requires a new type rating for pilots. I think that's the bulk of it. So the powers that be, by the powers that be, I mean, oh shit, wires. I'm talking about Southwest. Southwest has a lot of influence since they're primarily just a 737
And
carrier.
deslaving. And slaving. Slaving. I'm deslaved. And slave. I'm deslaved.
Okay.
Slaving.
Relatively clear over here.
Slaving. I'm deslaved.
Let's see. Let's do this. Let's climb. If there's anybody in here, I'm sure I'll draw some fire.
Slaving. I'm deslaved.
Because I got my lights on, so they should be able to see me.
Deslaving. I'm deslaved.
Nope, not seeing anybody.
And slaving.
How about out front? I got some city up here. I'm going to do something real quick. Trim it out. Hold modes are on. I got to let this cat out. Otherwise, she's going to make a mess on the floor, so I'll be right back. Hey, we didn't crash. Even kind of still going in the right direction.
Slaving. Deslaving.
I don't know why we lost so much torque there. I imagine if there were some bad guys down here, they'd be shooting.
And slaving.
So it looks like the sun is starting to come up. Uh-oh. Whoa, that was weird. There's... Airlines are kind of hurting right now because of
And slave. Deslaving.
a proclaimed pilot shortage, and there kind of is, which is good if you're a pilot already.
I'm deslaved.
Gives you leverage, but it seems that a lot of the regional airlines are not hiring new first officers because they're so backlogged with trying to hire captains. Get captains trained. Alright, well, I am not seeing anything up here. Turn a little bit further north.
And slaving.
Wonder if this area... I mean, I saw a lot of friendlies off to the east, so... I'm thinking maybe
Deslaving.
this area's already been cleared.
Slaving. I'm deslaved. Slaving. Deslaving.
Got an airfield over there. What airfield is that? Okay, I can't pronounce that. How do I get experience if you want to hire me? Absolutely. That's correct. You need experience to get the job. Okay, well, how do I get experience? Get a job. Well, nobody will hire me because I don't have any experience. Alright. Well, this is... I'm guessing this is now a blue airfield, so... And see if we can top off some gas. I don't know. It's kind of... I'm not understanding where everybody is. Picking up
And slaving.
any red,
And slaving.
anything. Well, we'll see if we can land over here and maybe get some gas. We'll see if there's any gas available. Watch, I won't be able to get any. Just have to continue north. Not very exciting, I know. Gonna get into a fight. Alright, We'll just make our approach straight into the ramp. It's probably good enough. I don't see anything between here and there that's going to get in our way. So, best way to do this is, I guess it's not the ramp, it's more, taxiway. You just work your cyclic and collective. Get that flight path vector where you want to land, and just adjust the cyclic and collective to keep it there. Hole right there, watch out for that guy. And I'm going to start slowing it back. A little bit excessive on the rate of descent there. Just keep walking that velocity vector back. Velocity vector acceleration key back. I'm doing a poor job here. Without crashing.
Aircraft's armed.
We're down. Never released the parking brake. Oops. Biggest hit. Nice. Good deal. Yeah, and just walk that velocity vector back and use that flight path vector, and it works like a champ. See if we can get some more gas here.
Request refueling. Request rearming.
Nope. Nobody here wants to help us. Alright. And I don't want to fly all the way up here. That's a long way to go. Shayrat? Is there aircraft we can switch into at Shayrat? Yes, here we go. New aircraft. We're going to have to start it back up. That's okay. We'll do a massively expedited start. Sun's coming up too. Makes it a little bit nicer. J-hook landing. So yeah, that's
hydraulic failure.
It's not really a thing. I mean, I suppose that Hueys did it back in the day. But that's not something that you do in a more complex helicopter. So the answer is no. I'd probably lose my wings if I tried it. It's not something you do. Don't know where that came from. I'm guessing from Vietnam videos and whatnot. Alright, we're going to start both engines again. Probably get everything set up here. Sorry. We move the power levers. Yeah, if, you know, if BRS settling with power wasn't a real thing, then sure. But, you know, and DCS overdoes it, for sure, but it's still a thing. It's not something you're going to do with a heavily loaded helicopter. Alright, both engines are up. Let's get the what. I don't know what's going on with my headset and why I'm getting that movement like that. The weapon over there. Good enough. Work. The button. Okay, bore sight. Complete. Man, it's driving me nuts. So, Romeo, channel, rest of them alone. Hit these in pairs. Range. Here. This back. Edge. To color band. Aircraft. 100. Not exactly sure what. Alright, weapons page is good. Let's get the here. Alright, now we'll get the video. Ads, tabs, we're changing.
MiG 29 over Hammer, request air support.
Source, tabs. Guys set up. Our levers up. Saw the map show up, so we know that the INUs are aligned. Fly the Apache, yeah. Yeah, it's a badass machine. Definitely fun to fly. As far in terms of being fun to fly, it's more fun to fly than the Blackhawk.
Raccoon 1-1, Fox 3 on MiG 21. 29, sorry.
Blackhawk has its mission. Its mission. Off. Parking brakes released. Let's see. We are Shayrat. From here, we're gonna fly at a 330 bearing. All right. Here we go. I think it's bright enough. We don't need the system now, so. Did I ever watch fire? I'm sorry. Yes. I think every Apache pilot has seen it, and no self-respecting Apache pilot loves it. Or likes it even. It's just... It's one of those, like, cringe movies, you know? I'm the greatest? Really?
Pausing
Panties on
how
your
far?
head? Really? I mean, I knew some guys who were left-eye dominant and they still flew the bag just fine. They didn't need panties on their head. But, you know, I digress. Let's see what happens if we turn on some system here. Yeah, this is like the worst time of day because you still kind of need the system, but you don't. It's bright enough that it like distracts you. What is that out there? Like there's a bloom there, and it's hard to tell what that is.
Aircraft's armed.
I don't know. That's very odd. Yeah, panties on your head. Really? Using a periscope thing to drive. But, you know, it's entertainment, right? It's, I don't want to say it was the Army's answer to Top Gun, but it was, you know, somebody's answer to the Top Gun for the Army. It was just, yeah. I'm usually pretty neutral when it comes to movies and what I think is good and bad. You know, I give everything they do. But I give everything a fair shake, I should say.
And slave.
But
Slaving.
that's one I could not give a fair shake. Like the movie, is it called Flight? One with Denzel Washington, where he's an airline pilot and he's like on cocaine flying the airplane. He does a roll. That's, I have not watched that because I can't bring myself to watch that one. What's that? Like the sun is coming up over there. Maybe that's what it is. I've seen that one. I don't think I've heard of that one.
Slaving. Deslaving.
Takes to the skies, yeah. Oh, come on. Hold it. You're good. Still 330 bearing. Let's reset the trim. .330 bearing. Turn to about 330 because we're flying pretty straight. Go with that. Let's go a little faster.
And slave. I'm deslaved.
Hopefully we can find something to shoot over here. Otherwise it's just a boring, you know, cross-country flight or something. It was horrible. Yeah. Doesn't sound all that great. Like, Iron Eagle, that whole series. I mean, that had good action sequences. The whole premise was like, seriously? Alright, I think I'm going to turn the system off. It's not really doing anything for us.
And slaving. I'm deslaved. Slaving.
Hey, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. You're in Gray Flag, hunting bad guys. Not having any luck. The sun just came up. We were flying
And
in an mission
deslaving.
system. Looks like we got some company up there.
And slave.
Helicopter. Okay. Well, hopefully that guy's friendly. I'm imagining.
Slaving. I'm deslaved.
See.
And slaving. I'm deslaved.
Can't tell what that is. Blackhawk or Apache? It's one of the two. It's hard to tell in the flare right now. Oh, let's see. Favorite moment. There's a few. I mean, I got to fly.
Missile, forward.
Shooting.
Slaving. I'm
Um,
deslaved.
I got to shoot 9 Hellfires in one day. Doing our unit's
Slaving. I'm
Hellfire
deslaved.
shoot, and so that was pretty cool. You've massively lost frames here. Hold on. What's going on? Right, that's better. What else? Lots of good flights, you know.
Deslaving.
Cross-country type flights. Going to cool places. No, it was single. So the range we were shooting at,
I'm deslaved.
we couldn't go crazy like that. So we just had to do single
And
laser
slaving.
Hellfire shots. I want to say, was that? I don't remember if that was in the A. I want to say that was still in the A model Apache when we did that.
Slaving.
Well, it
Deslaving.
wasn't even the longbow. That was fun. Then you know, I had lots of good training flights.
Missile, forward.
Had lots of
And
guys
slaving.
teach me how to do things a certain way. You know, land in some really confined places. I remember flying at Fort Hood and you know, flying in the range area. And we typically stayed up at altitude unless we were doing some training, but you know, we could go down, and we did. We were like buzzing Humvees as they're driving down the road. You know, just stuff like that. Nothing too crazy. I did get to do a little bit of flying overseas. Like, when I say little, I mean very, very little. Less than, probably right around 10 hours. Just because I was a
And
staff guy at the
Deslaving.
time. And it was the beginning of the war, and all of our line crews were flying, and the staff guys
I'm deslaved.
were needed to do the staff jobs, so...
And slaving. Deslaving.
Guys, like, over there shooting
Slaving.
at stuff.
I'm deslaved.
Alright, let's see. Map. Getting there. We're about to cross the Flot. 330. The northwest interchange up here, set on the map.
Slaving. Deslaving.
But George isn't seeing anybody.
And slave. And slave. Deslaving.
Huh.
Slaving.
Alright, I got some
I'm deslaved.
burning right here. Not drawn any fire that I can.
Slaving. I'm deslaved. Slaving. I'm deslaved.
I don't think there's anything up
Slaving.
here. I think that other helicopter took care of it all. 4. Well, your enemy. I'm gonna say it's friendly. Leave it alone. If he starts shooting at me, we're screwed. Awesome. Army Reserve Post. So there were only 2 Army Reserve helicopter units. So you're either in Tennessee, Kentucky area, maybe even Indiana, or Texas. Otherwise, might be Guard.
And slaving. I'm deslaved.
Bad UTF-3. What's that? Southern Indiana. Okay. See that now. I don't know why it didn't show up in there. But there we go. Alright, we're coming up on this. It's right in front of us.
Deslaving. And slaving. Deslaving. I'm deslaved. Slaving. I'm deslaved.
Well, I don't see any fire. Southern Indiana. Yeah, so, that Apache battalion around 2016, 17 became a Black Hawk battalion, and that is the battalion that was in 17 to 2018. Thunder over Louisville, so pretty good stuff. If you're in southern Indiana, they came out of Fort Knox. I've done that flying. All right.
And slaving. I'm deslaved.
Find something, George. I want to shoot.
Slaving.
Everybody watching wants to see us shoot. But you gotta
And
find
slaving.
something to shoot at.
And slave. Deslaving.
All right, what do we got up here? Move up this way. Talbot 031. Coming right.
Slaving.
So
Slaving.
maybe a friendly aircraft up there?
I'm up rockets.
No, I don't want you up rockets. I want you up Hellfire. Come on, George. Go right
Hellfire's
there.
up.
Yeah. Basically. So really what that is like It's kind of simulating where the guy in the back seat is looking at a target and says gunner target. And so the idea is that the gunner slaves the TADs to the pilot's line of sight, and he says slaving to let the pilot know that he's actually going towards whatever the pilot's looking at, and then he says deslave to let the pilot know that he can move his head and stop looking at that thing. That's the gist of it. So, like in real life, I'd look at a target, say I saw something over here, I'd say gunner target, he'd say slaving. Once the TADS was on there, he'd say deslaved, and then I could look at something else. That way, you know, I say gunner target, and then I'm looking around like this, and his TADS is just following my head.
I'm deslaved.
We try to avoid that.
Slaving. I'm deslaved. Blazing.
Got a truck, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go.
Engaging. Lasers off. Good
Aha.
effects on top. Slaving. Deslaving.
Alright. So that tells me there were bad guys here. So we are going to stay outside of the city just a little ways.
And slave. Deslaving.
See if we can find anything.
And slave. I'm deslaved.
But give ourselves enough room to maneuver.
I'm deslaved. And slave. I'm deslaved. And slave. Deslaving. Slaving. I'm deslaved. I'm deslaved. Laser on.
APC didn't shoot at me. Interesting. We're gonna maneuver a little bit.
I don't know where he went.
Just to give ourselves some space. And since he popped up yellow, I would like to positively identify him before I engage, because if he's blue, then that would be bad.
Lasers off. Deslaving. I'm deslaved. And slave. I'm deslaved. I'm deslaved.
Oh, that's definitely
Laser on.
not friendly.
Roger, engaging. Lasers off. Target destroyed. And slave. Deslaving. And slave. And slave. I'm deslaved.
Right, anybody else?
Slaving. Deslaving.
Fly a little bit closer to the city here, see if we can draw some fire.
Slaving. I'm deslaved. And slave. And slave. And slave. I'm deslaved. And slaving. Slaving. I'm deslaved.
Hey,
And slave.
you are?
And slave.
Oh, I saw you shooting at me. Why are my frames going? Oh my goodness. We gotta get out of here. Oh, my frames just went garbage. Like unusable. No idea why. Alright, well that was a new form of electron. Yeah, exactly. Well, we'll turn back around. I know the general area where they are. See if we can find them. Without getting shot down. Somewhere over in this area.
And slaving. I'm deslaved. I'm deslaved.
Missile, missile, forward right.
I didn't turn my CMOS on. Oh, somebody else found him. I've been flying all this way and you guys didn't tell me my CMOS wasn't on? Kidding. No mark points on the Apache. Not from the back seat. From the front seat, you can certainly laze and store. But from the back seat, no. Here. Friendly. Not sure who was doing that, but okay. There he is. Got him. Technical. Anybody else? Get over here. Alright. I don't know why my frames have just gone horrible. Uh-oh. What's wrong with your computer? It's no good. I feel like my computer is acting up half the time now, too. Shouldn't be... The frame should not be this bad. Like, I don't have... Yeah, I'm just looking real quick to see if I have anything, like, running, and I don't. I got DCS running as administrator. Same with OBS for the stream. Just don't feel like it should be just doing. Don't. The movie Days of Thunder. That son of a bitch cut me off. No, it's from Top Gun. Son of a bitch cut me off. You know, I have a something running called combo cleaner, which is supposed to
And slaving.
things, but I thought I
Deslaving.
turned it off. Let's see. Alright, give me 1 second here. Alright. Yeah, Windows 11. Everybody I know has said don't upgrade to Win 11. And I did at one point, and then I downgraded. It seemed to be a lot worse. So the combo cleaner was on. I thought I had shut it down, but apparently I had not. So maybe that'll help smooth things out a little bit. I see the frames are already back up to 35, so maybe that was it. I don't know. DCS is so finicky. Oh, let's see. Oh, we got some... I see some smoke out there.
Slaving.
You see,
I'm
George.
deslaved.
Find me something. Alright.
Missile, left.
Left. It's up there. That hind is over there. Shooting at things. Let's see. Like another Apache behind me. So let's come over here. I don't know if this area is clear or not. That 098 or so. So, but yeah, basically right off the nose. Well, that's good. At least you're able to get into some things now. It's
Radio check.
I just don't understand.
5 by 5.
DCS is just so resource intensive. Anything else is running. Like if I were to kill the stream right now, I'd gain 10 to 15 frames instantly. But I can't stream without OBS, right? So I was running a capture card to my laptop, but just the video quality was nowhere near as good, so do I get sucky frames stream, or do I
And slave.
have poor
Deslaving.
video quality but better frame rates? I don't know.
And slave. I'm deslaved.
Toss up.
Slaving. Deslaving.
Alright, well George
Slaving.
isn't seeing anything from here. Let's pick up the airspeed, because we're only doing 45 knots. If we can expedite getting over here to bad guy land, and
Missile, left.
I would say it's annoying that he's not like calling rifle or
Slaving.
anything, but to be
Deslaving.
fair, I didn't either. Maybe he's on a different frequency.
Missile, left.
He's just beating me to the punch here. Where are we? We are Al Mushafra. How far? We're in range. Okay. And then we'll turn north. Al Mushafra.
And slave. I'm deslaved.
Missile, left.
And slave. I'm deslaved. And slave. I'm deslaved.
We're supposedly like 3 miles away from this town. See it. There it is. Okay.
I'm deslaved.
Guess we were a little too far north.
Slaving. Deslaving.
We'll fly over the town, see if we can draw some fire, and return fire appropriately.
Slaving. I'm deslaved. And slave. Deslaving.
Oh, maybe someday George will automatically scan for targets instead of having to direct them
deslaved.
everywhere.
Slaving. Deslaving. Deslaving. And slave. I'm deslaved.
Oh, well, thanks for coming by the stream. I do appreciate it. And to keep you awake. Work's always fun, right?
And slave. Deslaving.
Yeah. Thanks for dropping by. We'll see you next time.
And slave. I'm deslaved.
Let's draw some fire. Anybody here want to shoot at me?
And slave. Deslaving. And slave. I'm deslaved.
Alright, doing okay so far. Nobody's messing with us. Maybe if I fly over it long enough, he'll come out and shoot at me. I don't know. We got so far 3 kills. Truck, an APC, technical. Not bad. I don't imagine there's anybody here. We're gonna crank it around hard to the left. Go back towards where those QRF markings are on the map. Is somewhere up in this direction, I think. Let's trim it out. Hold mode's on. Let's look at the map. Yeah, so up in here, Homs, North Homs. I got a gaggle of helicopters out here.
Slaving. I'm deslaved. I'm deslaved. Deslaving. Slaving. I'm deslaved. Deslaving.
Oh, look at that. They're bunkers. So this was something. They may have already taken it out.
Slaving. I'm deslaved. Slaving. Deslaving. Slaving. I'm deslaved.
Over
Slaving.
here.
I'm deslaved. Slaving. Deslaving.
Alright. Well, not seeing anything over here. The minor kills. Take a look at the map real quick and make our way up here. About a 310 heading. Is kind of the way we're going.
Deslaving.
I think that hind took everything else out already. He was up there pretty aggressively. So there may not be anything left for us.
30 FM, yes. Model 267. I forgot to put in my war talk.
I'm deslaved. Slaving. I'm deslaved.
Well, we'll do the same thing. We'll kind of fly over the city and see if we can draw fire. If there's anything left in there, it'll probably want to shoot at us, right? Northwest interchange captured by Blue 4. That's good. That's an area that we flew over and cleared. And
Slaving. Deslaving.
I tell you, there's that hind kind of took care of everything. Just we're just playing cleanup here.
And slave.
In case there's anything that he missed. I'm not really finding anything. Trim it out. Fold mode's on.
Yeah. Dars, just remember takeoff trim when you take back off. You can always reset your trim and put your trim back in, like one turn back a little bit to the right, then take off.
If we're making a bind for that right now.
Get the actual map up, that'll help a little bit. Alright. I guess we're gonna
Deslaving.
see if we can draw some fire.
I'm deslaved.
We'll fly kind of a wide arc on the north side of the river up over there. Go back down this way. Anything shooting at us? So far, nothing. Yeah. Like they haven't woken up yet. Got some smoke over there.
And slave. Slaving. I'm deslaved.
Otherwise, not seeing anything. Kind of makes for a boring flight, doesn't it?
Slaving.
Oh well. I'm sure something will pop up unexpectedly and shoot us down, because that's usually how it goes, right?
Slaving. And slave. I'm deslaved. Deslaving. Slaving.
Nothing. Nothing at all. What'd you do in real life in a situation like this? I mean, really, we're just kind of patrolling, so exactly what we're doing. Just flying around areas of interest. And, seeing if we can find them before they find us. And if they find us first, then we kill them before they kill us. Probably want just a little more standoff than what I've got here, but it's still okay. Looks like there's a dam. It's kind of cool.
And slaved. I'm deslaved.
Nothing. Huh. Alright. Well, we gotta get some transport helicopters to land some troops up here to secure it, I guess. Or get some ground troops up here. Alright, well, let's do this. Turn this direction so I can get a good look at that smoking, whatever that was. No, it's not smoking. Like right down in here, right?
Missile, missile, right.
Alright, never mind. Alright. I'm going to... This is the nice thing about the Mi-24 is he can carry troops and weapons. Okay. Let's do this. Go this way. Power plant? We didn't go that far. Due west.
Missile, missile, forward right.
Forward right. That's gotta be him. Alright. Go due west to this power plant. Check it out. I don't know if he cleared that out yet.
Missile, missile, aft.
And slaved. I'm deslaved. I'm deslaved.
Alright. Jeez. Grim was all out of whack. He said it. Grim. There we go. That's better.
And slaved. Deslaving.
Oh, looks like he's already been here. I see
Deslaving.
something smoking. He's just beating us to the punch on everything.
Slaving. Deslaving.
Well, let's see. Maybe somebody else was here that he missed. Just a burning carcass. Technical or something. Alright. time going here. Trim. Got fast mover.
Slaving. I'm deslaved. Laser on.
What's that? Okay. Go due north. Propeller? That's not... Do we have any friendly propeller planes in DCS? Aside from a C-130? That's actually a jet. It's okay. Alright. We'll go check out this town. Hopefully he hasn't been here yet.
Lasers off.
Truck.
Laser on. I'm up rockets. Lasers off. Laser on. Pausing Hellfire. Aircraft safe. Aircraft's armed. Slaving. Deslaving.
Let's take a look at this truck, see what it is. See that from here. I'm not going to waste a Hellfire on a truck. We're going to orbit the town and see what shoots at us.
And slave. I'm deslaved.
That's more exciting anyway, right?
Slaving. I'm deslaved.
People in here, welcome to the stream. I
Slaving.
appreciate you dropping by. Haven't already, drag a like or follow. Twitch nowadays. Putting videos up on
And
YouTube
slave.
still. Seems to make things easier if we just
Blazing.
one service. There's a truck. In for a closer look. Actually, let's not yet. Let's see if there's anything else that's trying to bait us in there. It's really hard to see if there's any bad guys here in the... Oh, got here.
Lasers off. I'm deslaved.
Something hit us too. It was an IFV and it's over here somewhere.
And slaving. Laser on.
Flew right by it. Oh, this is not going to be good. Tucked right up against that door. Oh, here's another one.
Missile, forward.
Fly by you again?
Engine 1 out.
Oh, I'm dead.
Engine 1 out. Rotor RPM low. Engine 1 out.
Oh, I
RPM high.
died.
Engine 1 out. Engine 1 out.
We did.
Engine 1 out. Engine
Oh,
1
well.
out. Engine 1 out.
Alright, that's gonna do it.
Engine 1 out.
Appreciate everybody
Engine one
dropping
out.
by. And,
Engine 1 out. Engine 1 out.
We'll be
Engine
sure
1
to
out.
try to get on stream
Engine one
a
out.
few more times this week before I
Engine
go
one
back to
out.
work. So thanks a
Engine
lot for
one
joining,
out.
and we'll see you
Engine
next
1
time.
out.
Peace.
Engine 1 out. 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 Engine 1 out.